Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Victorious Virgo, and my name is Vinoth, and wish you guys all a very happy New Year. And if you're watching this on around the New Year's time, I'm wishing you New Year's 2022. But if you're coming to this video later on or next year, anytime, and it's timeless, so um, even then so it just applies to you as well at that point of time, so it's all timeless. And so just don't think because I'm just talking about it in the New Year's, it's only applicable during New Year's. So so that know that this, whenever it pops in your screen and you feel like tempted by some way to click on this video, there's some kind of messages that are meant to be conveyed to you in some way or form or the other. Today I thought of doing a general guidance, just channeling the messages through the cards, so intuitively reading and conveying the message to all of you divine feminine collectors. So I just finished one video for divine masculines, so I'm just doing this for divine feminine. So let's get into this reading, and just take what resonates and leave the rest. And I'm trying to keep it as positive, and because New Year, I don't want to just be I know we have enough advice and guidance, which like do this, do that, and this change, that change, and things like that. So I'm just going to go and see what comes, and I'm trying to make sure that I put it in a much positive way, so that on a New Year's day, I'm not going to like, you have to leave this, let go, and think. Yeah, I'm just going to see from my personal experience, share what I can share. And I have divine feminine energy more, so that's why I kind of always, when I go for readings, it will be divine feminine for me. So so just know that. So with that, let's see what's the advice from spirit. So angels, spirit guides, Holy Spirit, please help us provide accurate messages for all the divine feminines who are watching these videos, or the divine masculine if you have come across watches. Please provide them accurate messages. Thanks for using me as your channel, dear Holy Spirit. So please make sure that there are no low vibration energies or entities causing any problems during this readings or intervening in this reading. So thank you, and protect all of us from any harm. Thank you. So let's see, divine feminine collective. So what's the soul activation and the activation card? This is like activating certain things in your soul. So let's see what is that for divine feminines for this new year. Oh God, I have too many cards. I'll take it one more time. Sorry, Spirit. Please, can you once again one card? I just want one card. Or two cards if you want to get them. Hope you're all doing good. So let's see. Self-worth. Okay. And I'm just taking one card. Divine feminine. So yeah. self-worth. What is it? Self-worth. Do you see how beautiful she looks, like a goddess? Yet we tend to cover our face like that, thinking that something. We tend to kind of close our face, thinking there's something that we should be like kind of not knowing our worth, basically, to see that what an angelic being you are, um, and and but still you feel shy, or you just kind of shy away from crowd, or you just don't want to come forward in your, like maybe you're going through the spiritual journey, right? Like if you're part of this, if you're watching this video, I am kind of vibrating at a certain level that you should be definitely going through an awakening and things like that. So even otherwise, if you're watching for the first time and starting your journey, what we have been asked to do is to kind of work on our self-worth. I understand self-love and self-worth is like something which is like constantly you need to keep. It's like affirming that, because for over a long time of period, if you're, I'm not sure what age the viewers are, but I'm just telling us throughout our childhood and things like that, we have always been going through this kind of the kind of going through the situation challenges where we have constantly been put down, or we have ourselves put ourselves down comparing to others, or assumed certain things, and we have like just let us ourselves down and feeling we are not worthy to do certain things, we are not worthy to be like for example, taking certain careers, or doing certain, I mean, learning certain subjects, or even for that matter, coming into Instagram, all these social network and things, establishing your own business, being your own CEO, or kind of leader, or anything for that matter. You know, ladies, generally feminine, are always deprived of all those things. They're always being asked to. Where did I go? I kind of vanished. As you know, like our mothers and grandmothers have always catered to the needs of others, because at the end of the day, they I just feel like they just like are married, and then they kind of manipulated to only think that they are there for cooking, serving the husband and kids and things like that. And that is what generations to generation we kind of inherit the same things. And and yeah, so that, and then we kind of get that into our we also subconsciously learn that, or we would have seen our parents gone through that, and we learn that and things like that. And but this is a bit difficult lesson to learn, but then just know that what we have seen in the world so far has been always a lie, which I will talk about it in a different thing, where people have. Okay, first let me not talk about that. But okay, so the till now our culture. If I'm not sure which region you come from, which culture you come from, but then even in the most advanced countries like US or UK or anywhere in the countries like that, you still have females being not given the first preference to lead certain things. Just telling from my perspective, so please don't get offended if you feel like you've been given all the liberty to take anything. So I'm happy about that, but that I just still feel, and especially if you see, then we take the developed countries as an example, but then even to kind of, you see that in America, to elect a female president, how difficult it is. For example, I'm just taking that, not that because the candidate and so many things are there, but then there are so many just taking it, even in a developed country like that, it had to go. Females were women were restricted, women were restricted, and made to feel low, less worthy than the men. And that's something that has been there for ages, and that didn't really allow. That's where the whole masculine energy has taken over the entire world and kind of ended up in this imbalance. So it's right now we understand that both are both the man and women, men and women all are equal in the sense like you are nowhere less than the man in any way, shape or form. Okay, so just know that and kind of build upon them. Know that you can take all the opportunities you want. You can have the same dreams as such. So never to just give up on your dreams, never to give up on any leadership roles, or never to question ourselves whether we can do ourselves. Oh, I may not be worthy of that. People might think that why I should go into that leadership. I cannot start a business on my own. How can I do this? So many things that keep us down. Like, okay, so know that you're worthy of everything. Whatever you dream, you can become. So that is what this age is all about, to bring women empowerment and to have more feminine energy into all aspects of life, where they are very compassionate and also at the same time logical, compassionate, and comes with an empathy actually. So that is what is missing in this world. So know that you deserve everything, and there's nothing for you to hide. No matter what happens, come forward, and if you are in the spiritual journey, you are meant to do something great things. Even if it is not a great thing, even if you have to just help others, come forward, do that, and take the roles. Take your role as a teacher, or a role as some artist, or anything for that matter which makes you feel happy to do. Please do that. And even if you have to start some new business or something, um, kind of encourage you to do that, and never feel that you're not worthy of anything. Okay, so you deserve all the things in life, all the best things in life, and dream for it, and you will achieve that. That's what is coming as an activation. So know that you are an angel. So 27. So I'm just going to take one card each. So in terms of your spiritual journey, divine feminines, where are they? Wow, it's all like, I'm going to take one card. Okay, one card, please. Okay. Anyways, they're giving me two cards. Let's go with two cards. Wandering Path and Mystic Healer. Okay, so Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. See, there's some, if you come through this, if you're going through this ascension like me, this path is not there. We don't have a predefined path. And that is the most annoying thing sometimes, but yet it is sometimes if you change your perspective, because I am honestly speaking, I was fed up. I was like, okay, they say through your heart, through your intuition, the guidance you have to follow, and things. Some people may find it very easy, I think. So for me, sometimes I'm just like, sometimes my logical mind comes into and then my ego will start, and all these things was going, and I was like, oh god, what is this? Am I supposed to just like, sometimes I just go into this kind of rage and anger and things within. That was like long time back, but I'm just saying that it happens. So but you know that you have a wandering path where you need to explore things, and there's no one way defined way. It's all like you need to kind of like, yeah, it's just live in the moment, go with the flow kind of things, and then the path will unfold in front of you. So that is why, and I always know that what it means is not just because we have to reach the destination, but we need to enjoy the journey, as we go is what they say. I I don't want to just talk as of yes we need to. I sometimes I hate the journey. I just say this is too much to handle, and then I'll just say okay. Then I'll just say fine, fine. What is the next? I want to just say where's the next, and then it'll come. This guidance has come to me several times. Then I was just doing enjoy the journey rather than I'm kind of more like task oriented, or just sometimes I just feel like okay, just let me finish that and then I'll feel happy or something. But then this is the opposite. You kind of have to figure out things and go, but then there's no like a completion stage for this. So it's like, oh my god, there's nothing. Then okay, maybe they like like you may finish a milestone. Okay, you did this and finish the cycle, but then this is like keeps going on, right? So I understand that. So I'm just making it a light mode because I used to get frustrated like that sometimes. Then I'm thinking, wow, they won't tell the destiny, they won't tell anything also. They'll say, no, 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 go with the flow, open your heart, go with the flow, listen to your intuition and think. I'm like, okay, okay. And then someone made it so long, so just sharing my thoughts on it, and also please make sure that I know sometimes it is difficult. Sometimes we go through hardships and so much go through, and then at that time to enjoy what is there to enjoy. We think what I later on realized was sometimes we don't listen to our intuition, or we look forward for something that someone should show us because that could be a path, one single path. This is the way to follow. But then this is the first time such a kind of an awakening and ascension is going on. So nobody else has done this kind of work. So we're all following kind of a different path in each life. I mean, in our own life and based on our experiences and the culture, family, and things. These are all like we are the pioneers within each of those generations. So we are paving, kind of building the way through the forest first time, pathway to for your future generations to follow. So kind of that is the way we should take a look at this, whatever the journey that you're going through, the ascension. So it might sometimes look little like okay, what am I going somewhere? Am I going here, left, right, and center? Where am I going to? I don't know. That might be the question sometimes, but know that whatever way you're going and it feels right in your heart, that is the path you have to take. There's nothing that predefined path that okay, we'll follow Jesus. For example, I'm just saying, okay, you did like that, I'll also do the same. It wouldn't work for us. We are going through our own journey, and some, I mean, we go through different routes, different ways, and finally, ultimately, reach the destination. So that's nothing to worry. But then the same time you need to enjoy the journey. The next one is you're a mystic healer. So most of us have this ability to heal ourselves and to have the healing. I mean, you can also heal others. So if you're already doing this business, it's great. If not, if you've started something, if you have started new to this journey, just know that you have this healing capacity to heal yourself, and it could be through different modalities. Like you could work with, you can become a Reiki professional, or angelic healing, and we have chi energies. They have there's some other healing modalities as well. So anything which you might be exposed or might be interested in learning or getting, know that you have a natural way of healing itself. If you try it, you can always get it. And then or professionally learn. I'm a Reiki therapist as well, so I've learned it through a different master. And yeah, so I didn't know this before the spiritual awakening. I started doing a bit of it, and I was interested in that, and suddenly realized that was part of my journey is to heal others, heal myself as well, and heal to. So yeah, not professionally set up yet. I'm going to do that later on. Then, but then yeah, if you are interested, if you're already doing it, great. If not, know that you're a healer. and all the healing energy flows through you. So yeah, so wherever you go, you heal people, and you can heal. Each one will have different abilities. Sometimes we go into the room, we bring in balance into the room, or we can go and kind of touch another person. We can then energy comes through for them, and their chakras starts balancing, or their inner energies which are blocked will kind of get unblocked. All these things are there. So know that you're special, divine feminine always. Okay, so the next one. I'm not showing the cards down there because I felt like I would like to interact. I was just kind of lost contact with people. I was so much isolated in my hermit mode. I'm Virgo basically. I was like out of this world, and I was like, "What is this God you want me to put in?" I was like just inside this room, like never knowing, just going out for just some shopping and coming. That's all. So today I just felt like I just wanted to put myself out there. So please bear with me, and so let's go. Okay, so next, ouch. Oh God, when it started, it came. So, anyways, happy. Let's keep this. So, divine feminine, it's time for you to be happy, really happy. What else can I say? You're connected to the. So you could be a high priestess, like you're connected. You're an angel. You could be an earth angel. See, that's what the healing. You have healing powers. The same thing is reiterated here as well. So. And be like the inner. See, this is like a kid in what? This small kid here, like be like a kid in your life. You let your inner child come out and play. Like we all have an inner child, right? We generally neglect when we become a little older, and we say, "Oh no, that is like I can't be like this. I can't dance." After giving birth to kids and having some, I mean, I'm not saying everybody. Sometimes I'm just saying generally you take no what this age I can't do all this. I mean I'm no mother, I can't do dance and I can't do all that and things like that. If you feel, just don't do that. Know that you can do anything as long as just be like a kid again. It's always nice. That is what brings about happiness, healing to everybody in the sense. So be your authentic self. What makes you happy from your heart. So with love, what you like to do, whatever you like to do that. Nobody is there to, if someone questions you why you're doing like that, things like that, please ignore them. And you know that God has always created us to be like a kid at whatever age we are, also to be happy, like innocent, happy. And that happiness and love of a kid is so pure actually. So the love is so pure when especially, and the energy that comes out when you're happy and as a kid is kind of lifts the whole humanity in terms like that. So that level of power is there. So know that you have you are and that's what the self-worth comes into picture. Knowing I mean, this is all to explain you how beautiful you are, how unique you are, and you are an angel. So keep that in mind, and never listen to someone who tries to put you down or keep you down or make you feel unworthy at any cost. So just keep that in mind. I'll take one more card because that came just before I start. So give me one more card, please. Yes. Okay, loyal heart. Okay. There is someone loyal. This I already. The divine feminine. If you feel that if you are in a relationship already, know that your counterpart is Allah. You could have known by now. I hope you kind of did your kind of want to say like basic checks to see that there's no red flags and you're not caught in any unhealthy situation or relationship. So but if you are already knowing that this is a card for you to show you that yes, your counterpart, your partner is loyal, and you're meant to be with each other. So the king and the queen kind of things, and it's like yeah, and you have the key to each other's it's like you both have the key to each other's heart. So it's like that. So if you are not in a thing, so it's you're going to find the right person for your divine feminine. You're going to have the right person is going to be really loyal to you, take care of you, and know that you deserve that, and you're worthy of such things. So everything comes to self-worth. Am I worthy of such kind? Yes, we are worthy of everything. Keep that in mind. Keep repeating it. I'm worthy of everything, and the best things in life, the best lover, the best job, the best beautiful house, or whatever it is. For that matter, you deserve all the best. So know that, and there's nothing. It's not like being greedy or like anything. It's just that you deserve for who you are. So if you have realized that, it's well and good. But if not, why is this lighting going on and off? I don't know. Just so yeah. So just know that, and this is from my heart. I'm talking about. I'm not just saying it for the sake of telling. And I've been going through this. I didn't feel worthy at all for a long time, and every time I used to beat myself down. Like I used to be very critical about myself. Smallest thing, I used to feel like, okay, you're not worthy of this. You do what you think. It took a long time for me to work on it, and that's why I'm just sharing the same thing to you. That if you feel like that, just know that we all go through that. We were made to feel like that. That is the whole thing. That is another way of telling it. But we are all made. We were known that we were great. We were representing the light, and they made sure that we go through this whole program of making us unworthy, so that we do not ever wake up to our potentials and power. But then God has His own plan, and that's why it's important for us to remove all these things which were put on us, all those subconscious programs and things that were there. We need to clear out all those, and to know that we were meant to be. We are the ones who are meant to be like leading the world, helping people show their things. So know that you're worthy of all things in life, and it doesn't matter. And whoever is right now, we might be shown in different ways in the TV, media. These kind of models, these kind of people. These are the ones who are leaders. These are the ones who are going to be. I'm telling you, all that is most of it, and not all. Everything is like. Once the veil is come down, you will see that it's all a facade. It's like all fake things. Life is not, and I hope you know with this truth by now at least, that what we have been shown is not the truth, and we are supposed to be the real, authentic people. Authentic people are the supposed to be upfront, running things, showing, becoming leaders, becoming the authentic leaders who are honest, who are loyal, who are empaths, who know to respect each other and to love people, and run organizations with such kind of integrity and things like that. So not to run like a kind of master slave programs, which most of the companies that we run through it. It's always just like I'm the boss, you are the servant, like kind of, like that attitude is there. So, and women generally are made to feel insecure if you're taking position of managers or leader position already. Always, that the men below it all. I'm not telling everybody again, just saying sometimes these things I've seen in past in my career. I've seen how generally once you are pregnant and you give birth to kids, their preference, like you just pushed back in career and things like that. So many things that that people have done to make yourself feel unworthy of certain things. Once you're pregnant, you don't feel like, okay, can I compete with that colleague or not, because and so many things. So these are the things that we are here to come about and change and make sure that we have environments that helps us cater to our personal needs, and family, taking care of family. At the same time, we are equally out there and we are given the same kind of opportunities and things like that, like those benefits, because that is what we need to appreciate, that a person can give birth is a huge thing, right? Like, and not to make them feel bad for that, right? So this is something which I just don't know. I just feel like I'm sharing whatever is coming like that. So basically, to know that you have such a job, such a difficult, toughest job is to give birth to thing, as far as I know. So when we go through that kind of a thing, someone he has to praise, has to be kind of put in, given that special thing and special treatment, rather than not to come into places where making them feel bad because they had a baby and then they kind of moved back in their career, or just feel that there is setback in their career, or there's no promotion, things like these are things which are happening at this point of time, if I understand, if you have noticed or not. But while we are here, that's where we are being coming into this kind of a age where we need to change all those rules and regulations, and to set and to have more what to say, like um, uh, more women friendly environments, basically. And that is something that these are the changes that we are supposed to come and start doing it. And so know that, um, again, it's all coming from the same thing, self-worth and things. So let's go into the next card. Yeah. So divine feminine, what's the advice for divine feminine? Good God. No. Yes. Now is the lucky time. Rabbit spirit. So, did you see that? I think it's pretty straightforward message. So, whatever it is in your life, if you feel that you want to start something, or you want to learn something new, or you want to make some changes in your life, anything, any kind of ideas you got that you want to implement this new year, is very lucky time for you. So please go ahead with starting that, and know that you'll be supported. And dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Okay, this talks about okay, so let's see. For example, this is talking about this talks about sometimes we kind of categorize. We're always putting everything in a box, like whether it's good, bad, yes, no, and whether this situation is the right thing to do or is it wrong. These kind of things. So, but know that there is actually, if you see from a perspective, if you're going to be in this ascension journey, and the end of the day, um, this is the key thing I've learned, is there's nothing called good, bad. It's all, everything is part of life experience that one has to go through. And each one goes through different types of experience, because that's how, like, we are all kind of like different avatars of God, say, like we have a piece of spirit with us, right? So we all have different, so it's like living different lifestyles, like life experiences. So always just have this idea also that mm, whether it is good or bad or those kind of things, this and that are true also. So it can sometimes, why we can't always expect something else to be wrong while this is the correct one. You can have both, can be right in its own way and its own perspective. So just take how it applies in your situation. Just maybe more specific to certain things, that if you kind of feel it might be in your relationship or anything, or it could be a certain situation in your life that you think that, is this correct, is this the right thing to do, or this is not the right thing to do. And so know that there is, see, from, if you have certain things like you assume certain things, or if you think from your perspective you feel this is right, that might be wrong. And then know that, try to understand from another person's perspective. If you kind of, if you have a misunderstanding or anything, that what is the perspective they are talking about, like you stand, then understand. That's like we need to understand, as we understand, like the key thing of our spiritual journey is to also look at it in different perspectives, right? Like that's how we get our consciousness expands. And oh, this is the point of view they are talking about, and I didn't see this point of view, and I was thinking my point of view is correct, thinking their point of view is wrong. But then when we listen to them and look at it from their perspective, that looks right from their perspective, they did this because of certain things behind the scenes of their what to say, their situation, and whatever challenges they are facing, they could have taken that decision and certain things like that. So just understand this, but it's always good to know the other person's perspective, or the other thing which we assume, or we judge it to be wrong or right or bad or anything. Know that, try to understand in a different perspective and see, and both could be true, this and that could be true. Okay, fine. And then we'll take this. So what's the next message for divine family? Divine family, divine family. Resistance and focus. Sorry, I'm just like, I was just, okay, resistance. This is like, resistance is sometimes we knowingly or unknowingly kind of hold certain things tight, or don't allow, surrender it to God or spirit, or we don't certain times do that and allow things to grow, or because we want to hold it so tight and we want it this way, we wanted it to go this way, we want force it, certain things like that. Yeah, so it just says that sometimes you need to let it free as well. So we need to see where we are resisting changes. Sometimes we don't want to change certain things, we just want to go this way. We are in a comfort zone, we don't want to change some things. So are you resisting some changes? So please, and just make sure that it's difficult sometimes. Sometimes we don't know that we are kind of holding on to certain things, certain expectations, like I need this kind of person, this is the person I want. But can we be a little bit more in terms of like, can we just have, not set any specific expectations? Maybe there is a better person than what we think, and certain things like that. I'm not talking specifically about relationship, I'm just telling certain an example for this kind of a resistance. And sometimes also it could be an opportunity, or it could be anything for that matter. It can be family, friends, and we just don't want to let go of a person. It's certain things like that, right? Like so that is one thing which we need to kind of always be careful, that sometimes we hold so many things in our hand, resisting, okay, I can manage everything, and then we kind of just can't anymore support that. But to best ways to surrender things to spirit, so that and also to sometimes when you let things go, then only it just blooms, and it grows and gets back to you in a different way. Rather, if not, you might hold it and it might die there. So it's just like that I'm talking about. So know that, please make sure, just see where your resisting changes, or where you have resistance in your life. Just take a look at whatever the current situation that you're dealing with, and make sure that you let go, let freely go, and surrender it, and things will change for you. And yeah, focus, it talks about the butterfly, third eye, and you have like the see orb, and this is like water. Yeah, so it just talks about like you probably meditating more. Like if you feel like you can meditate more in terms of like sometimes water helps us focus. Like if you're having in your bath, like for example in a bathtub, you can sit and meditate. You feel that water calms you down and gives you that kind of thing. And know that those kind of different ways you can meditate, or sitting in near a pool, or going to a like a if you have a beach or anything for that matter. You kind of this specifically like just talks to me about like meditating, focusing on what you want, what you need, everything. You can do it through different ways, and water seems to be one of the key elements here, and it could be talking about your emotions as well. See that you're see that you don't be overwhelmed with your emotions. Sometimes we are way too emotional and involved in certain situationships, and we should know that we kind of balance it out by knowing what we need to do and how to. That's why sometimes we need to let go of certain things. It might be very difficult, and we feel too emotionally attached to certain things, but we need to know that sometimes we just need to let it go free, and then focus on what is important for you and your so that whatever goes comes back in different forms to us. So focus is just talking about that. And with that, okay, I've got last two cards, probably last two decks, which let's see what what final messages you've got for the divine feminine. Yeah. Dream talk. Yep. Okay. I'll just show you. Can I read through that? Your subconscious continuously and subtly speaks through your dreams. It is just one of the many ways in which in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. Yeah, so just keep note of the dreams. Dream time is important. That whatever dreams come through, it could mean there is some message. Maybe it may not make sense immediately, and just you need to start doing. I need to do that as well. That I was doing a bit and then I stopped, and so many things. I don't want to give advice and just say yeah, follow. I myself have to do that as well. So one of the things is I can't sleep I'm sleeping at odd hours during these ascension and energy changes, and I was like, oh, where is it? I'm not even getting a dream. And I was spiritually having spiritual warfare and for a long time, and I was like, I never slept at all, and I was thinking, where is the dream coming from? I don't know. so I'm just kidding, but I'm just saying, if you're following a routine and you're properly sleeping and things, then if you're and your dreams through which like lots of messages can come, and you can just start channeling that, and also it for your personal things, and also for if you ask for your own guidance, and also sometimes you can start and channeling those messages which comes through that, which is very important as well. So please make a note of that, divine feminines. And with that, let's go into the last. So what's the final concluding messages for divine feminine? Okay, but this goes travel. Okay, travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow leads as they shown. Yeah, so we were just talking about that, right? Like, where in this card, the resistance and things like that, right? Like wandering path. So these are all talking about, like, see, only thing if you travel. So just read that once again. Let every aspect of the trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. So yeah, so that's why it's important also to take a look at your dream time. Some information may come through that also, and your intuition and things like that. And also that's where when we kind of when we surrender certain things, and when we have to move, travel, move to different places, and do some changes, we should, when we surrender it, we cannot keep on holding back, saying no, 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 I should get it this way, maybe I have to do this, the next logical step should come. May not be the case. They might expect you to do something else certain ways, and it might then lead you to go into different places also. So yeah, it's things like that. So just follow a little bit more intuitively, release any kind of resistance that you show. Contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I am right here, resting in God. Yeah, that's what. So this also applies to the self worth which we are talking about. Know that you are already, you're worthy already of everything. So it's similar. It's just to know that you can know that you're worthy of everything and things like that, and also to be content with what you have, and you know, and to respect what you already have and already are. So more gratitude that we show towards thanking God for everything that we have gone through, learning lessons or whatever we've got so far. If we thank more, we get more, and so that is what the next thing talks about. And the last one is make it God's. Do you see this? Release the idea of mine. As soon as you um, start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right action gets shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. Okay, so I think that's a wonderful message. I think it's pretty straightforward. That we tend to say, my thing, I want to do this. Sometimes we are so much. See, we shouldn't have. What I've also learned is to not to have any attachment. Only thing we have to, this ascension journey, to focus finally is to know that we are. I'm God, you are God, and we are all one. And to know that it's just like, I'm not like not to say just yeah, yeah, I'm God, we need to feel that, we need to see, feel that love, feel that, and that's where the resistance and all those changes that we need to go through and merge with our higher self. Like once we have that higher self merging with us, we will then know the real power, the real the God within us. Okay, so once you realize that, and to all, then you know that the love that we are searching for is to love ourselves and to love the God, that the higher self or the self. We need to seek God, we need to go back to our God. That is the love first we need to seek, and rest is all, nothing else we need to seek materially. Like for example, I need to have this house, I need to buy this one, this is all. No, nothing is important at that point of time. That's why I just need to make it God's. There's nothing, oh, I didn't get my house, I didn't get my thing. This, no, it's nothing for us. We, when we kind of leave everything, we don't want anything, we don't have any expectations, and all the, I'm not attached to anything. I'm just free. I can just live in a small. If you want me to go live in a forest or small hut or anywhere, I can live there also happily, because I am at peace and I know that I'm with God and I have this love, so much of love and affection. Wherever we go, we become like infect with the happiness everywhere. So that is the power we own. Once we know that, nothing else matters for us. We can't be like building a huge home, and there is if you're going to be inside that all the time, then what's the point in all this? We need to be moving out or bringing more people into that place. So each one has a purpose, right? So I believe with that that saying that um, let all the things free me from prison of my dear Lord. So we just need to give up to God, and He will definitely give us everything that we deserve to have in our life. So I think with that I will close this in this video, and hope this message has resonated with you and your situation, and I hope you're not triggered by anything what I said, and didn't want to upset your new year anyways. But if you felt good and comfortable with this reading, I just want you to kind of give me a bit of encouragement by liking the video, and also if you can subscribe, I'll be happy to release such messages in future as well. So so even otherwise, if you watched this video till now, or however long you watched it, I'm really thankful for that, and wish you all the best and happy new year once again. And thank you, and thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Thank you. Where's the stop button?